Welcome to Blast How to Play. Today we play with Chris and Ellie. Our mission is to retrieve special codes from 3 locations and then enter the codes and open the door to the bunker. The last stage of the mission we will face the Wunderwaffe. We begin the game by revealing the first mission card. Set up the game according to this card. So we see our starting point, power-ups, spawn points and mission objectives. The card also tells us where the terrain should be placed and what environmental effect is in the game. We choose our heroes, a melee weapon, range weapon and 3 accessory cards for each hero. Near the board ties we set a spawner deck, special gear deck, accessory deck and of course our enemies that will try to destroy us during the mission. Put your heroes near the start zone and then remove the start zone token from the board. The turn sequence is very simple. First we begin with the spawn phase, then we move to the commando phase. After commando phase we have enemy phase and the last part is the mission phase. So by beginning the spawn phase we roll 1 die to set the spawn point. We reveal the spawn card. So as we can see, we need to spawn Rotgunner, Axe Trooper and Crowbiter near this spawn point. Each of these enemies has a special AI system that is triggered when they appear on the board. We resolve the actions of the enemies by the lowest rank enemy and then we proceed to the higher ranks. So here we use the action on the Crowbiter. So his behavior script tells us that he needs to move 2 spaces towards the nearest hero, and if he manages to get into the close combat distance, he will attack. Axe Trooper move 3 spaces towards the nearest hero. Now is the Rotgunner. Rotgunner is moved 2. He's checking the range of the weapon. The maximum range is 4, so the Ellie is out of the range. This was the spawn phase. Now we go to commando phase. As first action, Ellie will make a range attack with the Warfang. The range is 1, 2, 3. On the range 3, she gets 1 white die and of course 2 from the attack and 1 green from the special ability, Full Auto Fury. We make a roll. We manage to hit. The Axe Trooper has to hit value 3 or more. And additionally we trigger a Bulletstorm effect. But there is no any other enemy near to move the damage to different enemy. Axe Trooper is killed. We need to mark that we spent ammunition. In the second action we will move to the objective. Now Chris, as one action, will get closer to enemies, and as second action we'll use a Strike Wolf submachine gun. By having dash 1 before the firing weapon, we may move 1 space and we will target the Rotgunner. On the range 2 we get green and 2 white. The Rotgunner has to hit value 4. Roll the die. Crack hit means that we can apply modifier +1 to the die. So we will use this to switch to 3. So this one will hit the Rotgunner and here we have the Bulletstorm effect. So we can now transfer this damage to Crowbiter, but the Crowbiter to hit value is 4, so we won't be able to kill 2 enemies with 1 shot. Instead we kill only Rotgunner. So this was a Commandos actions. Now we go to the enemy phase. Let's see what is the script for the Crowbiter. If he is engaged in close combat, he just attack. But in this case, he moved 2 spaces to the nearest hero. So he attack Chris. The Crowbiter gets a black die in attack, and he used bite. 2 hit value of Chris is 4. This penalty die will cancel whites, so no damage applied. Chris is safe. And now we move to the mission phase. We clean up the tokens and check if the mission objectives are resolved. So we still have 3 objective tokens on the board, so we go to the round 2. We start with the spawn phase. Reveal the spawn card and roll the die. 1. Blind Fire, Rod Gunner and Crowbiter. Crowbiter move 2. Rod Gunner also 2. There is no enemy in the range of the weapon. Blind Fire move 4 and activate a special ability. You and me. Any commando within 4 spaces must pass a skill check or takes 1 damage. Let's roll for Ellie. She managed to avoid damage. And now Chris, because he is in the range of 4. Three dice. Fail. So Chris takes 1 damage. This was the effect of the special ability of Blind Fire. And now we move to Commando phase. Let's move Ellie and try to get rid of the Blind Fire. We will make an attack, but first we will use a speed jet. This will give us in each attack green die and a -1 skill. After use we roll a die. On the result 1-4 we need to discard this card. Now, because we have a -1 before firing our Warfang, we may move 1 space. We set the range to 3. And 1 green from the speed jet. Blind Fire to hit value is 4. We use crack hit to increase this to 4. That's enough to kill Blind Fire. Blind Fire is dead. We mark spent ammunition. In the next attack we will move with dash here and help Chris. This is range 2 from the speed jet, ability and attack. 1 penalty because we are firing into close combat. This cancel penalty die and we have a very good attack. Crowbiter is killed. Now we will need to reload this weapon in the next action to be able to shoot again. Now Chris is free, so he will move and additional action to the next objective. This was Commando phase, now we go to the enemy phase. So Crowbiter is now running 3 spaces. And similar Rod Gunner. Now we move to mission phase. Clean action tokens. And we go to the next round, spawn phase. Select the spawn point, Death Maul, a Rod Gunner, Crowbiter. Crowbiter attacks. Chris to hit value is 4, so he is safe. Now Rod Gunner. He moved 2 into close combat, so he can't perform range attack because his SMG doesn't have range 1. Death Maul move up to 4 and trigger order, although all nearby minions are already in the combat with Chris. So now Commando phase. First action, Ellie. go to the objective. Second, try to make a objective skill check. Fail. Chris, he's in combat. He could try to escape by disengage, but this is very difficult when you're fighting with 3 enemies. The best way will be to use a frag grenade, frag star. As first action, he will throw the grenade at Death Maul. He managed to activate critical, so we get knockback and spread 2. 1 damage is applied to Death Maul, but his to-hit value is 5, so he won't receive any damage. But the spread 2 means that we can apply up to 2 damage to nearby minions. So that's why we will kill the Crowbiter and the Rod Gunner with the grenade. We also trigger the knockback, so we may push Death Maul 1 space away from us. And now with second attack we will use dash 1 and throw the Hell Pop into the Death Maul. We managed to deal 1 damage to Death Maul. So we are in the good positions because we can try to do objective skill checks in the next round. But now there is the enemy phase. Crowbiter, Rod Gunner. Move 2 and perform attack. Range 3. Ellie to hit value is 4, so we have 1 hit. Ellie has armor, but Rod Gunner weapon has pierce 1, so Rod Gunner ignores armor 1. Ellie receives 1 damage token. Now Death Maul. He moved to Chris and attack. This will cancel this. The attack is too weak to deal any damage. Animation phase. We still have all objective tokens on the board, so we go to the next round. Reveal the spawn card. Worm. Crowbiter, move 2. Axe Topper, move 3. Now go to Commando phase. Ellie. Try to do a skill check. I need to use the X factor. So I take 1 damage. I have additional 2 actions. Another skill check. Yes. We receive a special gear. You revealed 3 cards and choose 1. We'll take a dead hole. This will trigger a free reload. In the second free action, we will shoot at Rod Gunner with the dead hole. This is a heavy machine gun, so full auto fury is active. Rod Gunner to hit is 4. So we managed to hit him. Crack hit, let's make this 2. And this will trigger the Bullet Storm. And Deadly. So because we have triggered the criticals, Deadly means that we apply 1 additional damage, and Bullet Storm 1, we can transfer this damage to nearby minion. So this will be killed by original hit, and from Bulletstorm and Deadly we will get rid of the Crowbiter. And we still have 1 action because those were 3 actions from X Factor. Yeah, we will go into sentry mode. That's why where they came closer, we will be able to attack them. Chris, I will attack with Rod Cutter and try to finish that Maul. Yep, luckily we have a good hit. Deathmall is killed. Now we try to do a skill check for objective. Yep. And we receive a special gear card. Reveal 3, choose 1. Let's take Hell Spike. This might be good. For the upcoming horde. This was Commando phase, and now we go to the enemy phase. Crowbiter. 1, 2, 3. Axe Trooper. Axe Trooper. And we use, after this Axe Trooper action, we use Sentry, and we will shoot at this guy. 3. Range. Special ability. The Axe Trooper has to hit value 3. So we had critical, trigger Bulletstorm and deadly. So this guy takes 2 rounds, and we use Bulletstorm to hit this with deadly. This was the enemy phase, and now we go to the mission phase. We still have 1 objective on the board, so we need to continue with this mission card. Reveal the spawn card. Roll for spawn point. It's moving 2. And he moved only 1 because he started in the difficult terrain section that reduce the movement by 1. Commando phase. Move 3. Second action, Sentry. We will make attack this guy. Range 1, 2, 3, 4. Crowbiters has attack to hit value 4. So we have hit, critical. We can use a crack hit to extra critical. So in this case, this guy takes 1, 2, 3 points of damage, and the second one get Bulletstorm 2, so I can move the damage to up to 2 minions nearby, and deadly 2, so 2 additional points of damage. So this one gets 3 points, and this one gets, this was last ammunition. So we discard a heavy machine gun. And the second action, we move 1, 2 for the power up. This is accessory. So we will take adrenaline. And now we move to enemy phase. Grave Gunner is moving 1 because he is in the difficult terrain. So we go to the mission. We still have 1 objective. Next round, number 6. Spawn phase. Select spawn point. 2. 2 Rod Gunners. They will move. Won't be shooting because they engage in the close combat. Commando phase. Ellie. Attack with knife. This guy. Miss. Second attack. Crack hit. 4. Hit. And we will use adrenaline to heal 1 and get extra action. Another attack. 5. Now we move to freeze. We lose the sentry. Let's move. 3. Check the distance. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have no penalty here. So we will shoot the health spike. into Grave Gunner. 2 hit, Grave Gunner is free. 1 hit, second one. So we managed to activate critical. Quick hit, this may be 6, so this will give us an additional critical hit. So in this case we deal 2 damage to Grave Gunner and trigger 2 critical effects. So we normally will destroy the armor, 2 points of armor, the target, and kill additional 2, but we have 2 critical hits, so 4 minions that are nearby. Grave Gunner is dead, and we have only 1 ammo in this weapon. Enemy phase is clear, so we go to mission phase, clean up. Spawn phase. We'll move 1 and go into sentry. This means he will activate after action made by a commander. So now we go to commander phase. Chris. Attack with Rod Cutter. The dead scope hit to hit is 5, so I missed. And now dead scope activates sentry. He is a close combat, so he will attack me twice with bayonet. First attack, 1 hit, because it has a pierce, so it ignores my armor. And second attack, luckily I'm saved because of my 2 hit value 4. And remember, this was his sentry, so he still will activate in the enemy phase. Chris, second action. Yeah, I will try to disengage. So 3 dice. To disengage without any wounds, I need to match the hit value of the enemy in combat. So I managed to roll 5 on the death scope to hit value 5, so I can move away without any wounds. This is difficult terrain, so I will lose 1 point of my movement. Ellie is going for the objective. Enemy, death scope. He will shoot at Chris. We check the range, 1, 2, 3. Normally this would block the line of sight, but we can check the range in an alternative way on the same number. So he will be able to shoot the Chris. If Chris will stood here, he won't be able to shoot through the wall. So sniper rifle. 2, range 3. This is a critical, and the critical is deadly 2 and pierce 2, so ignore the armor and apply 2 points of damage. Now go to the mission phase. Still 1 objective. We go to the next round. Patrol on the 5. So Crowbiter will move 2. Axe. Grave Gunner 2. The path is blocked, so he is trying to go outside. This was a spawn phase, now commando phase. Ellie, 1 action. Second action, skill check. 2 die. Fail. Chris, use a second frag grenade. He has more grenades because special ability Bomberman. We'll throw a grenade on this guy. Crit. Crack. An additional crit. So we deal 1 damage to Crowbiter. And now trigger knockback 2 and spread 4. So This guy will be killed with spread. This guy is killed. And this will suffer 1 damage from spread. And move knockback 2. And this was first action. Second action, we will move for the power up. Special gear, reveal 3. Choose 1. Yeah, grenade will be cool. Enemy face, Grave Gunner. Move 1. No line of sight, so move 2. Dead Scope. Move 1 and go into Sentry. Mission. We still have 1 here, so we go to the next round. Spawn phase. Swarm in the location 2. Crowd will move 2. 1, 2, 3. Road Gunner 2 and try to shoot, but it's out of range. Blind Fire, move 4. And trigger you and me ability, but there is no hero in 4 range. Commando phase. Ellie. Skill check. Yes. So we complete the objective and we get... let's take a Panzer Biter. Second action, we go to the Sentry. Chris is going to Ellie. And now enemy. 1, 2, 3. Now Rod Gunner. 1, 2. Out of range. Blind Fire. 4. So Chris is in the you and me range. So he needs to do a skill check. He's saved. 5. Yeah, I will use Sentry after Blind Fire script and shoot. So maximum range, heavy fog, 2 and full auto. So we'll cancel this. Blind Fire is to hit 4. You can crack hit this 4. Easily apply 2 damage to the Blind Fire. 1 ammo. Grave Gunner. 1, 7 range. Move 1. Still out of range. Move 2. Dead Scope. Move 1 and go into Sentry. This was enemy phase. Now we move to mission phase. We managed to secure all objectives, so we reveal now the second part, and now we need to set up the board accordingly to the entrance. So all spawn points will be moved to the second tile. We can put some of the terrain pieces on the board, and they will be also elite in this part of the mission. So now our main objective will be to get to the entrance, enter the codes to open the bunker and go inside to the exit point. Remember, we don't need to kill the elite, we just need to survive to enter the bunker. Entrance. Environmental effect is Rage Gas. All close combat attacks receive a green die. Spawn phase. Roll a die. Swarm at 5. Commando phase. Ellie. Move to Chris. Use medkit to heal or remove all damage tokens from Chris. Chris. 3. And go to Sentry. Crowbiters. Axe. Rod Gunner. Range 4. Penalty die. 2 dice. Into Ellie. Pierce 2 hits. Another Red Gunner. Shot at Chris. Range 3, 2 die. Crit. Deadly. Still 1 wound. Maximum range. Still managed to hit Chris with 1. Now I will use my Sentry with grenade launcher. This guy. Nice. Critical. This is from crit, crack hit. So we have 2 damage with this guy and 1 triggered spread 1. So we will spread this. We kill those 2. 1 ammo. This was Sentry. So now Grave Gunner. So move 1 and shoot at Ellie. Range 5, 2 penalty die. Oh my god. 3 hits and critical. Deadly. So 4 hits. So Ellie is laying on the ground. And now dead scope. Move 1 and go into Sentry. After the dead scope we have Red Eye Hounds. And now we go to the mission. Clean. Let's check Blast Walker on 3. His behavior is to run 5. Commando phase. Use Rod Cutter. Blast Walker. Yes, we had a 4. Managed to kill him in close combat, so he won't explode. I use Adrenaline to heal 1 and get 1 action free. I will move to the Ellie, and now second action I will use First Aid. This is brilliant because we have 3 success, so we are able to heal 3 wounds and recover early. She recover with 1 action left. So she will use Warfang on this guy. 3 and full auto. change this to 4. And from Bullet Storm we may apply this damage instead of this target to any ejected one. So we will move this 4 to the Red Gunner because he is worse enemy. Now we move to enemy and attack. There is a gas. One hit, but we have armor. Crowbiter, axe. 2. We have mob tactics. This will cancel this. Hit. And critical, so shred, so Ellie lose the armor and receive 1 wound. That's 1. And now Grave Gunner 5. Ellie is on 5. Yeah. Trigger this section. 5, 2 penalty. Into close combat. One hit. Still 1 point left. He moved 1. That scope is slowly moving towards us. And now Red Eye Hans. Okay. A mission. And we go to the next round. Spawn. Death Maul 5. Round 4. Trigger order. Commando phase. Ellie. Panzerbiter. This Crowbiter. Killed. Second attack on this guy. I will use dash to relocate. Killed. Chris. Use grenade launcher. Advance. Pierce 1. Red Eye Hans's armor 2. 2 hit 4. And we have a critical. So we spread. This guy will be killed. And apply only 1 point of damage to Hans. We still have 2 health points left. And we will shoot again at him. So we will practice the 4, 2 points of damage, pierce 1, so he will receive 1 point. Enemy. Crowbiter. Gas. So critical, it's cripple. Chris is cripple. He will have reduced movement and a penalty die to attack in close combat. This one will shoot at Ellie. And critical. So she is on the ground. With 1 sentry. Death Maul. 3 and 4. An order. And Red Eye Hans. 2, and he will attack. Crash. Critical means deadly, and cripple he has already. Pierce, ignore the armor. 1 wound with deadly, so 2 wounds. At this stage we are very in big trouble. Chris is barely living, crippled, and now we go to the mission and start next round. So blind fire up here on the 5, and move 4. Commando phase. I will attack with Rod Cutter. Red Eye Hans. 1 penalty die because I'm crippled. Rage Gas, give me green. Red Eye Hans has to hit 4. Pierce 1 is not enough because Red Eye Hans has armor 2, so I won't deal any damage with this attack, so I will use Help Hop Grenade. Crit Shred. So we managed to destroy 1 armor. Pierce, so we ignore all armor. 1 point of damage. Hans is destroyed. His card is shuffled into the spawn deck. So he will be back. This was second action. And now the enemy, Crowbiter. Rage Gas. One hit, but we save with armor. Blind Fire. Range 4. Into combat. Nothing. Grave Gunner. 3. Green. Range 3. Crit and crit. 2 hits. 2 points of damage. Deadly 3. Deadly 4. Chris is dead. Mission failed.